Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. Now today, you're not gonna need a pick because we're talking about finger picking. Now finger picking is so nice. You can add a real other flavor, other spice to your playing. You can maybe use it in the intros before you start strumming. You can use it for so many different things, and it can be just so much fun just to think of the instrument and play the instrument a little bit differently. Now it doesn't matter if you're a beginner and you've never played any chords before. It doesn't matter if you know all of the open chords, and it doesn't matter if you know bar chords, because no matter what level you're at, this video is for you. So diving right on in, and we're going to explain the technique. So before we get to involving both hands, let's just think about our finger picking hand. Now what you want to do is you want to have your thumb resting on top of the string, the 6th string, and you want your first finger, your second finger, and your third finger, they're actually underneath the strings. So they're sort of holding the strings up, and you're just gonna rest them there. And then one by one, have a go of how it sounds when you pluck with your thumb, your first finger, your second finger, and your third finger. Fantastic, that's the start of the technique, just that simple picking. Once you've done that, have a go doing it twice in a row. And notice that my hand didn't actually go anywhere. It's still sort of floating in the same position above the strings, getting ready to go again. Now I would just, if you're just starting, I would just practice that. Just get used to that technique, get used to that sound. Make sure it's nice and even. Before, in future videos, we'll talk about walking bass lines and that sort of stuff. Now what's great about the approach in this video is we're all very, very busy people. So when you are practicing, it makes so much more sense, rather than practicing one technique, to practice a few techniques or different things you need to chip away at the same time. So what I would suggest is, if you're, let's say you're new to guitar and you're learning your first chords, right? Let's say that, can you play maybe an E major chord? It's like this, the fingering looks like that. What I would highly recommend you do is exactly what I just did, is just use that pattern of your thumb, your first finger, your second finger, and your third finger, and you're starting from the 6th string, and play the E major chord. Now, let's say that you're beyond that and you can play maybe an F major bar chord, right? Then same technique, same position, same fingerings, to the F major bar chord. And what I'm suggesting is that whatever chord you're up to, use this technique to practice your chords and your finger picking at the same time. So that way you're actually practicing this technique, you're making sure you remember what the chords are, and you're making sure, most importantly, that all the strings are ringing out. If you're just starting out guitar, just do it with open strings. Once you can do that, drop everything down a string, and down a string again, and turn that into a song. We always want to make practice musical. It's more interesting, it's more fun to do. So let's just play a little bit of a 4-chord progression. We're going to play E major, so the fingerings are right there. Then you're going to go down to A minor, so you just drop your fingers down, D major, and then G major. Now, if all of these chords are too hard, just play open strings. If you're beyond those 4 chords, try it with bar chords. All right, so what I suggest is having your fingers back in the position that we said before for E major, then drop this hand down a string, all of the fingers just drop down a string, and then drop this hand down a string, and you've got A minor, then completely change and drop this hand down a string again for D major, and then go up to G major. Now with G major, it's up to you. You could choose to play the inside, you could play the bottom, you could play the thicker end, you could play a mixture. Completely up to you, but when you put it all together, it sounds like this. And when you start to play a little bit faster, and you can add in a few sort of articulations and things, but that's how I would start. I would just start simply by practicing those chords and practicing this technique. But in the next video, we're going to get into walking bass lines. But practice this technique. Tell me how you go. Was it too hard? Was it too easy? Leave a comment. I've been Pat from Pat Dave Music. You've been awesome. I'll see you all again for another video tomorrow. Have a great day.